Alright, so last episode I took over as manager of AS Roma, a team that haven't won the league title in 23 plus years. We started off by taking on Fiorentina in my first game as manager. You can see we got off to a pretty good start here, winning this game comfortably with a 3-0 scoreline. As you can see, with a late goal being scored here for us late on with dynasty getting the goal there with Samad De Gea not saving that one. But then took on Inter Milan, the current, obviously, one of the best teams in the Serie A this season. We ended up, I believe, getting a 1-1 draw against them, with Brother getting a goal there late on to level it up. And I believe we get a chance here to take the lead. El Shaarawy inside there. This is actually the goal to win it, if I'm not mistaken. With Dybala scored a great finish there to making it 2-1 and getting us the 3 points. But then took on AC Milan, the other side of the Milan derby. We squared it across near to Sile to make it 1-0. But we would have multiple chances against AC Milan, which they would then equalise late in this game here with Santi Jimenez getting a goal to get a point apiece. But it wasn't done there. We then took on Napoli, our rivals in the Serie A, the current champions as well, in which we had a pretty good start to this game, but Lukaku would equalise. And I believe that would get us a shared a point apiece in this one. Let's get into today's episode and make some massive transfers for this team. And to kick off today's episode off, we're going to take on Juventus away from home at the Allianz Stadium. Let's get straight into this one, up against them, and hopefully start the episode off with a big victory against the team that I believe are top of the table. And obviously, two players that used to play for them on our team, in Dybala and also Matthias Sule. Hopefully they can have a great game up against a former team and help us continue our climb up the table to hopefully be champions at the end of the season. Back up front could also work for us. This is Grova. From a little man. Kosovan plays it to a Pender, blocked over by Mancini. Dybala. And played out looking for El Shaarawy, whose contract is expiring, by the way, and he doesn't want to sign a new contract, but brought into Dovvik. Can he make it 1-0? Should have hit it the first time, but he was offside anyway. Kefren Turam. One decided to Luis Pender. Kenan Yildiz. Ball forward into Zagrova. And we are going to do a Juventus series pretty soon on the channel. I was going to do one instead of this series. It was the team that I was looking at doing instead of Roma, but I thought it wasn't that long ago we did a Juventus series. We haven't done a Roma series since FIFA 23, so I thought it'd be worthwhile doing one since we haven't done one in a long time. Well, this game early on is close, but it could be 1-0 Juventus with Koopman is putting them ahead. And that was great play from Juventus, got to give it to him. And again, the AI just running to the centre circle to celebrate. It's a great cross. And Koopman has beats the defence, is Samara on side, and Dika made the error to let him through, and the Dutchman puts him ahead in this one. Hey, Malakone. Dovvik can go straight back level here. Dovvik wins a header, but it's straight into the gloves of Dika Gordio circle. Francesco Conceição, and it could be 2-0 Juventus here, unless Milos Vila gets the ball. Okay, why did he let that? It's through the legs, but we'll get it out. There we go. Cristante. Dybala. Blocked by Kalulu. Kenan Yildiz. To Zagrova into the box. It should be Milos Vila to come out and collect it, and he does so. No, he didn't collect it. He parried it. Okay. And Svila thankfully gets to that one. Openda. Good save from Svila to save us again. Stefano Shaarawy. Dybala to Sule. From a Juventus talent running through the Argentinian. Back here to Autumn. Dovvik deflected, and it's into the back of the net by Kalulu. We're going to get the ball just before the half time, but we get back level in this one. 9 goals in 14 appearances at Dovvik. It's a very great season for us. And a little bit fortunate there. It deflected off Kalulu into the back of the net. But I think it would have scored anyway. And that's level at the break, which you'll have to see. There is one player in the team that I do want to replace next season, probably. If we can do so. Dybala. El Shaarawy. Just couldn't get the skin move away there. Dika Gordio cleared. And then Dika doesn't win a header, but it comes to Cristante, the captain. Dybala to Dovvik. And chipped headers in the game, but that just didn't work out there. The ball just took an awkward bounce, and Dika Gordio didn't come out for the ball, which I thought he would do. That was just an awkward situation there. I come to Zagrova. Defender now from Quadricone. And Dovvik. Dybala. Matthias Sule back through to Dovvik. Great play, Dovvik. Can he make it 2-1 here, and he's done so. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up. And Dovvik with a brace. Matthias Sule with the assist against his former team. I'm surprised Juventus let him go, to be honest. He's a big talent, but obviously he decided to leave to get game time elsewhere, and has been doing great things for Roma since he signed for them, I believe. Obviously he got like a few special cards in FC25, if I'm not mistaken. And Dovic here does well under pressure to make it 2-0. Let's bring on Leon Bailey. Also bring on maybe Bardanti. I think we'll leave it at that for now. Let's bring on Cristante. No, take off Cristante. Bring on El Anawi. I think other than that, we'll leave as it is for another 10 or so minutes, and then maybe bring on Bardanti and Basili later in the game, and also Evan Ferguson. There was no reason for the game to even do it. I didn't even press a button. The game just screwed me over. Conceição, Wesley, good defending. I'm not liking this El Anawi. To Matthias Soulé. That's a great ball through to Dybala low. Dybala, one more across. Dovic for 3-1, and he scored to get a hat-trick. We take a 2-goal lead in this game, which is massive because Juventus were on the verge of scoring another goal in this one. I thought I was going to concede. Juventus had the pressure on us, and I just couldn't get a pass together. I just couldn't pass the ball at our own half. But we get forward here. The ball with a great pass over to Dovic. One touch. And blasts it near post to make it 3-1 here to us. We should have to see. Koopman is back here to Zaglova, who's had a great game against me. Ball out wide, 2 here. To Conceição. Ball into the box, and Dika heads it away. Conceição, good steal against him. Basili, you know, why not? End of the game. Basili from range, he hits it straight into the Dika Gordio. It's going to be a 3-1 victory away from home against Juventus. A massive win for us here. Considering we went 1-0 down in this game, and Dovic with a hat-trick rescued us to get us the 3 points set away from home in Turin. And a massive, like I said, victory for us here, and a great comeback victory. And a much deserved one at that. Let's get into the January transfer window and hopefully sign a new left mid for this team. And up against Genoa here, we get a 2-2 draw for Evan Ferguson and also Pellegrini. It's the last game for us, by the way. We're selling him to Newcastle for 21 million in this window to replace, obviously, him in the team as a player that's looking likely to leave our role. So we have sold him in this series here. And unfortunately, he couldn't win this again. We missed a penalty. And we get a point apiece against Genoa at home. And as you can see, after selling Pellegrini for 21 million to Newcastle and also Shelik to Galatasaray for 6 million, we now have 50 million in the budget to spend. So it's getting to the transfer window and buy 1 or 2 players with this money to improve this team here. And signing from Como here to take over El Shaarawy's position in the team is the youngster Hassan Diallo. So we know how good he can be from the Como, so as we did in FC25. So you've got a big upgrade for this game, and he's got massive potential. A great player with a face scan this year as well. We should have to see he's going to be taking over from El Shaarawy in the left side of the team. We'll make his debut in the next game up against Atalanta. I believe we're going to pay that one. But Diallo here signs for a good price tag for 26.5 million. This market value we've got him for. It's a big signing for us in this team here. And signing to be a backup striker to Artem Dovic is the former Dortmund talent signing from Copenhagen here for 7 million, who's 74 rated at the age of 21 these days. It's Yusufa Makoko, so he used to be a massive talent back in the day, still has showing great potential in the game, so he's still got decent potential in the game and can be a great backup striker. We can revive his career, and he can be a great backup to Artem Dovic, replacing Ferguson since he's only on loan here. And Yusufa here, Makoko, will be a massive signing for us in the team, and hopefully we can revive his career here at Roma. And for our next game, like I mentioned, we're going to be taking on Atalanta here at home. They're currently 4th in the table, we're 2nd, so they're going to be a decent team for us to face here. As you can see, Diallo's going to make his debut on the left-hand side of the team, and Makoko will make his debut in this one off the bench as well. Let's get into this game here, up against them, and hopefully continue our winning ways and keep ourselves in the title fight this season. I'm going to use him in that one. Where's the ball through to Dovic, early on Dovic. Can he make it 1-0? He shoots it, he's now back on Zeki. Diallo. Kone, back to Cristante, back to Kone. He's still just super close in midfield here, which is not, I don't want him to be, but like Cristante's keep, that wasn't ready now. Cristante was coming super short. I was trying to create space for him to move forward into, but he just kept moving short. There's a ball over the top leg blocked though. Soulé. Back to Cristante, you know why not? Dybala from range, Dybala hits it wide at the post. Adam Lutman forward to Pasalic. And there's Wesley, great defender from the Brazilian. To put a pressure on here. Kone steals it, look that from him. And we get a goal here. Dybala shoots near post, Konozaki goes save again from him. That's good pressure for us to get the ball off them. Ball into the box, looking for Dovic on this header. Can he win this corner? Dovic can't do so, but it falls, but it doesn't fall to a player there in time. Cristante, why not? Cristante falls to Kone, deflected by Scalvini wide of the post. Good try score against us, a player that, but he still doesn't have a new face scan. He still has the same one he's had for years now, since his days at Leipzig and Everton. Cristante, Matthias Soleil, Dovic, Dybala. And from Dybala into Dial. Can he get a goal on his debut? Scalvini, great challenge there from him to Charles de Ketelaar. And Angelino, good defending. That should be half time, but the referee's going to give them the corner, which isn't great for us because they might score it. They've got a few top players to aim for. Maldini in, headed away by Mancini. Good play header from the team. Dybala to Dial. And Dial charging forward, he could score on his debut. Dial shoots, blocked though, was saved by Konozeki. It couldn't fall to Dovic there on Pasalic. Charging forward. Cristante's going to have to come over and make a big challenge here. Couldn't do so. Maldini. There's Mancini defending. Maldini like he is his dad. Cristante. Dovic. Through to Dybala. Paulo Dybala to make it 1-0. Dybala, why did he go for the Trivela? I mean, he's got a play style which almost worked for us there, but I wanted just a regular shot there. Right? Diao. Mancini. Wesley. Oh, look from Diao. Diao, on his debut. How has he been denied again? Good defending again, let's get the ball back. Matthias Solet. Yusufa Makoko. If I'm a Dortmund talent, can he revive his career here in Rome? That's the question, that's what we're going to find out. Diao. Great job in there from him, by the way. Dybala. Atalanta have just a super defensive. There's only one player who's not getting the ball, and that's a striker in Lookman, who's up there for the breakaways. Makoko can't feed it through to Diao. Dominated this game. El Shaarawy was still. Makoko, run. Yusufa Makoko on his debut. What is going on with the finishing? I'm aiming top corner there. You saw the arrow. Why is he going straight at Konozeki? Good steal. Leon Bailey. Inside. Good save. How is Konozeki, man? He is so good. Still. There we go. Makoko. That pass was meant for Baldanzi. Why would he go to El Shaarawy there? How did we draw this game? I don't understand. You look at the stats, he had 0 shots. I believe anyway. They did. I had 12 shots. How many on target? I need to know. 12 shots, 9 on target. How many inside the box? All of them inside the box that were on target. That's insane. Look at the placements as well. Let's have a look at Konozeki's performance. How many saves he made. I mean, it's got to be 9, surely, right? I just don't get how we didn't score more. I mean, he got a 10.0 rating that is deserved, to be fair. Like, he made 9 saves. Every shot on target, look at the shots saved and the placements of them. Like, the ones down the middle, fair enough, but that's not where I aimed them, you know what I mean? I was aiming those more top corner, but how in the world did he save? Like, all of the shots we put on the target. That's insane. And at home against Sassuolo, we get a 4-1 victory with Dybala, Dovic, and Dybala at the double. We've also a Dovic at the double as well. And Diki getting a red card in this game, which isn't great for us. But I don't think we need to play our next game, so that's all right for us. You can miss that one, and at most they can come into it. But we get a 4-1 victory here with Dybala and Dovic at the double, which was to see. And up against Torino here, our second team get a 1-0 victory away from home against bottom of the table in Torino. I mean, our final signing of this window is going to be Oscar Bob signing to be a backup right mid for us. So Leon Bailey is only going to be on loan for the season. So I thought I'd bring in Oscar Bob for the rest of the season. I might loan him out in the rest of the window. I might do so after converting into a right mid and like making sure he is that position. But I might loan him out for the rest of the window or for the rest of the season. So next season he can come back, replace Leon Bailey in the team as the backup to Matthias Soleil. Should be a great player for us in the team. And I'm going to loan him out. So I'm going to do that real quickly. And we're going to get into our next game. And up against Stuttgart in the Europa League, got a 3-1 victory with Wesley, Dybala, and also Dovic getting goals in this one. So see us get a big 3 points in the league phase against Stuttgart here. And for our next game, we're going to take on AC Milan here in the league. Obviously, last time we faced them, I believe we did beat them, if I'm not mistaken. I think we did beat them anyway, or we drew against them, I'm not too sure. We're going to take them on here. It's first v second. We're currently top of the table, 1 point ahead of them. So right now, it's a very, very tight affair in the league table. I'll show you after this game what the league table looks like. Let's get into this one. The main change is Adanawi is in midfield for this game. I want to give him a chance in the first team over Cristante and Oscar Bob is on the bench for this game. He's going to get loaned out, most likely to Atalanta, who are accepted a loan offer from for the rest of the season after this game. But we're going to give him a game in this one, bring him on and see what he can do in this team as a backup to Sule. As we know, Leon Bailey is going to leave to go to Aston Villa, and El Shaarawy, by the way, next season is going to leave on a free transfer, so we need to sign a backup left mid for Diao. We've got a bunch of options on the shortlist already, but basically going to sign a young talent to be the backup to Diao, who's also a young talent, and basically them two can fight for that position down the left mid position. Let's get into this game against AC Milan and hopefully get the victory here at home. Konku, Yashari, someone got past Wesley there. The Swissman still going to feel like a save. Mancini from range. That's going to be a good effort, but saved by Matt Magnon. Ball into the box. Headed goalwards by Yashari. Wide to the post, thankfully for us. And the Swissman right now is having a great game against us. 2 shots he's had. Both of them not going to trouble us in terms of conceding the goal, but clearly he's going to be an issue for us. Here goes Diao, who obviously should have scored against Atalanta, but I think that he did have. But here's Dovvik, who strikes it, and that's the back of the net with authority from Dovvik there. An absolutely emphatic finish there from him. 14 goals in 18 games in the Serie A this season from him. He's been so good, by the way, at striker. This finishing is insane. Just watch this shot again. Just look at the power behind it. This first time, bang. Top corner, no saving that for any goalkeeper. Diao with the assist, and Dovvik with the goal. That's 1-0 Roma in this one here. Sic. He somehow still has a ball. Still going through Evan Ndika, good defending now against him. And Anawi. This offers a bit more of that versatility in terms of going forward in midfield and that deep line playmaker role. Dovvik out wide here too. Matthias Soler. And play it back to Dovvik, who might be offside. I don't think he is. Oh, he is offside. Oh. Diao here. Oh, that just instead of a Modric for a good reach. Adanawi. Santi Jimenez. Oh yeah, we did draw against AC Milan last time we played them. Santi Jimenez scored like a late goal for them to get them the draw. Dybala through, great pass to Diao. They make it 2, and Diao gets his first goal in Roma colours. Unless he scored one in the sim game, I'm not too sure. But Diao, he's got 7 goals in 15 games. That's his first for us though. He's clearly had a good season for Como before signing for us, and will be a great player for us in this team. So replacing El Shaarawy down the Leicester is leaving on a free transfer next season. And it's a great finish near post. Magnon probably should do better there to concede it near post. He shouldn't be doing so. A goalkeeper of his quality, but that pass there from the ball, a little flick through to Diao. That's his first goal for us in the played game, at least anyway. We should have to see. 30 minutes of football. We've scored 2 here in the 36 minutes against AC Milan, who are higher up the table than Atalanta, and they've got a better goalkeeper in Magnon than Kodazeki, rating wise. And Kunku, boxed by Ndika, Adrian Rabiot, Yashari. Mancini beaten to that ball by Jimenez. Good shot wide to the post well off the sheet though. Diao coming on, and it will show a picture of the, like for example, Yashari there. Here's Diao, lovely bit of skill. And Diao, looking for Dovvik, who can head it down to Paulo Dybala, who's denied by Magnon with a good save. Oh, great play here. I believe that's Pulisic who's doing me in here. Pulisic still going in Ndika, good defending. The AI like that skill move, that's all they do, that skill move there. They just spam it. I notice that quite a lot. When they do a skill move, it tends to be that one that they just do over and over again. Dybala, wide to Sule. Oh, and Kunku intercepts from someone I'm not too sure it was against, but it was against Dybala, who they fouled. Kone, Dovvik, lovely pass into Dybala, and Dybala makes it free. And AC Milan just cannot compete here against us. We have come into this game with the frustration of that draw against Atalanta, and we're proving that we should have scored more goals in that game Well, we should have scored 8 goals in that game at least anyway, but Dybala makes it 3-1 here. He is so good, man. He's 32 years of age now, 87 rated in this series, and he's still just so good. I mean, when is Dybala never going to be good in FIFA, man? 1, as a backup player. 2, Soleil, and maybe he breaks into the first team at some point. If we get any injuries or unexpected events that force him to do so, he can be a great player for us. Diao. Badanzi to Diao. Diao cuts it back. Kone. Makoko. Ball over the top. Oscar Bob on the half volley, just didn't connect with it. And the AC Milan fans are going to be wondering what happened. They were literally first in the table. No, they're second in the table going into this game, 1 point behind us. I see last time we faced them, they got a draw of a late goal by Danzi. Here goes Makoko. That was a big challenge from Pavlovic. Still going here is Oscar Bob. Going to get his first goal for Roma before he goes out on loan. Oh, Modric is there, but it falls back to him. A little bit of fortune, but unfortunate at the same time. Oscar Bob to Diao. Diao couldn't look for the pass. Diallo, good move there by him. Ball here to Pasili. Young Italian. Blocked though by Rabiot, and that's going to be the end of the game. A 3-0 victory for us here at home against AC Milan, who, like I said, who were second in the table going into this game, 1 point behind us. And they looked decent going forward, but overall, they just didn't compete in this game. We overran them and dominated them in this one, and we get a much-deserved victory in this game. As you can see, 102 passes, 10 shots to their 4, more possession, and Dybala, a man of the match from him, a great performance from him in the cam role. I believe he got a goal and an assist at least. And a great performance from us here to get the 3 points against Milan. Alright, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode after bringing some massive transfers into the team, most notably Diao coming into the team to replace El Shaarawy in the first team. And also El Shaarawy, like I mentioned in today's episode, is going to leave us on a free transfer next season. I did try to give him a new contract, but he just didn't want to negotiate a new deal and decided that he wants to leave Roma. At age of 33, he'll be leaving us on a free to, I believe, join Atalanta, which is kind of annoying. He's going to another Serie A team, but it is where it is. Also, so Leon Bailey will leave to go back to Aston Villa next season. Makoko is coming to be a backup striker. Also, Evan Ferguson did get recalled by Brighton. So apparently he wasn't playing enough games, even though he did play a good amount of games in the second team and was playing quite a lot, but I'm not too sure why I decided to record him. But it is where it is. We now have Makoko in the team, who hopefully can get back to his best and can revive his career here as the backup striker to Dovvik this season. Also, like I said, we need a backup right mid next season to Matthias Sule. So let me know who should bring in, and also who should replace El Shaarawy on the bench as a backup to Diao in the first team, and also who else we could bring in next season. We've got some pretty good backup options in the team. Bove needs more games, and we need to play him a bit more. So nowadays he's a 23-year-old. I didn't realise he was 23 these days. I still remember when he came through at Roma, and like a pretty good talent, and then just time has gone by. He's now 23. So Pasili is now the big talent in their team, and also Badanzi's up there as well. 22 years of age, a pretty good player who I am enjoying in this game. And Tsimikas is another player that's going to leave us, going back to Liverpool after his loan spell here this season. So we're most likely will sign a new left back and next season to replace Angelino in the first team. So let me know who that should be as well. Like I said, that's going to call it for this one. Thank you again for watching. If you want to enjoy the episode, drop a like and subscribe. Just going to real quickly have a look at the team stats and show you how the players are performing so far this season. And you can see Dovvik is doing great, Dybala, Diao doing great as well, Matthias Sule, Leon Bailey on loan here doing pretty good as well. El Shaarawy going to leave us, unfortunately, like I mentioned, and also other players are doing decent. You can see by assists. We've got lots of Badanzi up here as well, doing pretty decent this season. Need to see more from him, but obviously he will get better as we go along. And as always, drop a like and subscribe if you want to enjoy the episode. And always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.